Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. This is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda. So I just wanted to come on here today and talk about the energy that I've been feeling lately, and obviously for the 11/11 portal and today for the new moon. It's really been good energy. Yesterday it was super positive. It really felt like a dimensional shift, and I felt that we were in a higher dimension, anchoring in that dimension. Overall, positive things popping up, coming up, especially if you have been doing the work, you've been consciously doing what you're supposed to do. And it's not like you have to be perfect, but it's about doing the best that you can. And that's what counts, doing the very best that you can. You don't have to be perfect, but you consciously living and consciously anchoring in light and consciously being the most loving being to others, the most kindness, and living by example is what I think counts at this point right now. And once again, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to go with the flow and what you're guided to do and what your body needs. So it's but I feel like all the effort that I've been putting into this light work for the last 3 years, I've been called to this, to do this work in 2016, and since then I've been like consciously doing the work in my physical life. So all that, whatever I have laid the foundations for, whatever I have been doing without knowing what I'm creating, and all the hard work that I've been doing, it's coming to fruition right now. That's how I see it. The efforts that it's like the honest effort that you do, all the work that you do with integrity. It doesn't matter what you do, but anything that you do with love and with joy, with happiness, to create a positive effect in your life or in the lives of others, is being rewarded right now with some beautiful things that come up that you don't even expect. And I've been getting a lot of that last week, this week. It's like more and more things are coming into alignment. That's a word I'm being given by my higher self right now. Alignment. It's like if the picture was scattered, everything is coming together now, where you are seeing the effort, the results of your effort that you have put in before. So there's a lot of good things coming up, especially this is the Taurus full moon, so it's like you're ending, I feel like for me, it's like ending certain aspects of myself that are connected to this physical world, in the sense that the way I define myself, the way I saw myself, if I saw myself in a lower light, now situations are coming up that helps me to improve my confidence, and my talents are really being showcased, not to others but even to myself. It's like because of the purging and the things we had to go through with all this ascension, like it obviously it's part of the journey, but I feel like some of us, or most of us, lose our level of confidence at one point, because when we have to go through hardships, we don't feel our best, so we don't look at ourselves in the best way. So it's like we have worked on ourselves, we have rebuilt self-love, we have rebuilt our confidence this year. Most of the work I feel like we've been doing this year, like that solid, hardcore, fast healing that happened this year, I feel like we've rebuilt ourselves, but then that rebuilding ourselves to be a better person, a new person per se. It's like we're just not the same person with those old paradigm rules or conditioning, but we are grown, we have evolved into mature beings, like spiritually mature. That's the word. We are spiritually mature now, in a way that if a challenge comes, we handle it in a more mature way. If we sense something different, we handle it in a different way. Even our bodies, the way our bodies react has changed, because before it was like a little bit of fear. So if a change is coming, our bodies would react with anxiety or nervousness. Now it's like even the body has shed that fear conditioning. So everything, I feel like in my case, everything is faced with enthusiasm and with the faith, knowing that this is another chance to grow. So when you come to that certain level of growth, you take anything that life gives you with a higher vibration, with joy, love, and happiness. If something doesn't make you feel good, we just focus on love. And we know how it's like we know how to navigate through things right now. Yes, the future is definitely unknown territory, because obviously we are all taking one step at a time. But the present, which we are to focus on, it just seems so beautiful and bright. For me, it's magical. And I was talking with my friend, and she is very, like, her experience is very parallel to mine. And we've been going through this journey kind of together, sharing our experiences and really experiencing very similar things. And she said the same thing. She said, oh my gosh, it's been, like, for us, it's been such a long time since we had consecutive good days, because it's like purging, 2 days of purging, and then 2 days of rest, or like something like that. But now it's like, yeah, today we purged, but it's not as bad as it used to be, and we don't see it in such a bad light. We're like, oh, there's something more to heal, let's heal it. So it gets done faster. So it's really beautiful how we're guided through this. We're just gliding through this. I feel like I'm gliding through this energy, and I'm excited. I don't know what the future is bringing, but I am grateful and thankful that I've been through this journey of healing to come to a point where I'm able to help people, because I've been through that, and I'm able to be more balanced in a way. When things happen, when I get triggered, I know what to do. Like I know I need to heal that part, and now not being triggered by most things. Especially before, one example I can give you is being around people who are triggered, being around people whose energies very unbalanced. I used to absorb that energy and kind of like replicate that energy. But now it's like I don't absorb that energy. I am well shielded. I know how to handle it without taking, I help them also without taking that energy in. So it's something like that. That's one example. So it's like it's the universe and your higher self and your guides, like they're showing you now how you have this measured view of how you have grown, and where, like, the journey that you have been traveling, and like how you have improved. We see it, like we literally see the results. And that's amazing to me, because before we were just blindly going, but now we're like, oh wow, this has improved, like everything. So the goal is abundance in all areas. because that's what fifth dimension represents: happiness, joy, being content with everything in our life. So it's like we're building each and every aspect. We're building and improving, going up one level at a time. It's one step at a time, but the results are showing now, where you are able to, it's like you're being lifted up and just put in front, kind of like like when the rewards come, we're like, whoa, such a big improvement, big change. It's like that. Like, you're not the same person. No one can drag you down anymore. Before, there could have been slander, there could have been gossip, there could have been people doing things against you behind your back. Nothing like that anymore, because everything everyone does doesn't work, and they're being brought to light, and no one can step in our way anymore. It's like we've already anchored in this energy that there is nothing but going up right now. And it's just the most uttermost beautiful energy that you can ever feel. This is such a beautiful feeling. I feel like I've never felt this before in my life. That's how you know you're going up in dimensions, and like everything is becoming better and you're in better timelines. So I feel like this is a very magical time. It's a magical time. It is like the harvest, reaping our rewards, and they're coming in one by one through divine timing. So just keep focusing on what you want, so that you can align with that and just manifest it into your reality. It's a very, very beautiful journey. I feel like the hardest part is over now. It's more like, just going ahead and with this whole process and seeing where you can take yourself, and seeing where you can improve, where you can heal, and just have that goal of improving and going up in vibration, and things are just gonna fall into place, and just through your vibration, your love and your happiness, it's like you're spreading your light to others, so they also can ascend with you together. Speaking about today was a little bit of a purging day, I felt like, because from people's reactions around me and from what I felt, there was a lot of divine feminine energy that needed to be healed. Like a little bit of I felt these sensations in my womb area for a couple of days, and I feel like today they were purged out. So it's just like a cleansing of the sacred womb space, and bringing out these beautiful creative energies that are lingering around. And I've been encouraged to do more creative work, so I got this embroidery things. So I'm just gonna start embroidering, just because you have, I feel like people have to do that, because it stimulates your right brain, and it gives a certain level of joy to be creative as humans. And it's important for our growth, our happiness, and our well-being to be well balanced. So I thought maybe I'll do that, because I used to sew when I was younger. So I wanted to do this again. So it's gonna be my happiness to me, like a gift to myself. That's what I thought of it as, because I was telling my guides and my higher self, I'm because I had to move a lot. I really don't buy things like this, and I bought a lot of these things in 2017, but I had to get rid of a lot of my stuff. So I had to give all the art stuff that I bought, and all these different types of creative stuff that I was doing and working on, and I had to get rid of them all. So I was kind of disheartened by it, and I was feeling a little bit upset. And I was telling them, and I'm like, I want to do this. I really want to have this, like a corner, like a special place in my house, or where I work on these things. That would make me feel very happy. And yeah, so I was guided to do this. So yeah, just whatever that you feel happy with, I feel like you do that, because even if it's for 1 hour a day or 30 minutes a day, that's something that you're giving to yourself. I know a friend of mine, she used to paint and she used to love painting, but now she doesn't do it. And she feels like there's something missing in her life because of that. It's like we all have our hobbies. We all have that one thing we really love doing. And I think even as adults, we owe it to ourselves. We are busy, but we owe it to ourselves to provide ourselves with means of happiness, and it provides us with a sense of confidence, and it helps improve our self-worth, and we see ourselves in a higher light, and it adds up. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and happy Ascension.